Alright, at this point we have course index page where we can view all course. Next, what we'll create is individual page, single page for each course where we'll display course description and list of episodes for that particular course, okay, or series. Like in Laracast, if you go to index page and then if you go to particular series by hitting play, it will take you to the index page with all list of episodes. So we would like to achieve exactly similar kind of layout in our application. So let's get started. So first let's create a series show page. Okay, so let's jump into code. So this is our series index page. We'll create our show.blade over here. Before that, let's go to controller and specify that. So series controller. So in series controller we have already, where is that? So okay, this one, and here we can just return view series and let's say so front series show, okay, which we'll create inside front series and then we'll call it okay. After creating show.blade, here we'll put first thing we'll extend layout. Alright, so I won't let you see all these typing. I'll just paste some code here and I'll explain. Okay, so we have extended layout and inside content we are putting simple Jumbotron section like in front page, and we are displaying title, description and just some buttons. Alright, so let's go and load this. So this section will add in a moment. For now just ignore it. And now we need to add route to this, so we need to register route as well. So here, so instead of get we can just resource, we can register resourceful routes and that will register everything like series index. Okay, and we don't need to specify name, it will automatically register series.index. So let's verify if everything is working. Yeah, it is. So now in this button we'll put that route to the series show page. Let's go to series index. Okay, so here we define route to take us to the series show page, and or you can call series detail page. Okay, so this route takes a series ID, that's why we can pass a single series instance or we can pass ID, same thing, you can do ID, same thing. So if we go to index page, yeah, so this is showing Jumbotron that we added just here. So with that working, let's add episodes as well. Okay, there we go. So this is the section for episodes, and here I have added 2 cards just for this layout. We'll change it in a moment. So we have B card with row. You know what, this is just 1 card. Let's see, yeah, 1 card. We'll add exact same card and then we'll replace it with our for each loop. Refresh and there we go. So we can see these 2. So this is our basic layout, very basic. We'll change it later on. For now we will now pull in data from backend, all the episodes related to this series. Alright, so for that we have to create a table for episodes and establish relationship between series and episodes. So currently our idea is one series has many episodes. So now let's create episodes table and model. Let's jump into terminal. Okay, in terminal we'll execute the command php artisan make model. So we can call episode, or I'll call it video, and then we'll create migration as well as factory. There we go. So it created. Let's go to video table migration, and then we'll add some fields. Okay, so here we'll add couple of fields. I will paste some code just to make the process faster. So here we'll need title and description for video. That's pretty basic. And then we'll be using Vimeo. Then we will need this Vimeo video ID. So we'll talk about this field later on, or we can add later on, but yeah, it's a good idea to add now. So another thing is episode number, just to find out the sequence of episodes. So which episode is first, which is second. So this is basic for ordering of episodes, because we can upload any episode later on, or we can alter the sequence of them in our admin panel later on. So that's why we need episode number. And another is this series ID. So this needs to be unsigned big integer, because if you go to series table migration, so the ID is big increments. Okay, so that's why we'll need this unsigned big integer. And finally we establish the foreign key relationship between series and the videos table. So series ID on series table, series ID. So this foreign key series ID references ID on series table. On delete cascade means if we delete series, it will delete all the episodes related to that series. So just this table. So now that our migration is done. Alright, so now let's go ahead and migrate. Okay, done. Now let's create let's populate some data on videos table. For that we'll go to database seeder, and here we have factory for series. And then what we'll do here is so we'll loop through each, and then in function we have access to the series that is being created here. And then what we'll do here is for each series we'll access the relationship videos, and then create. You know what, we haven't defined video relationship yet, but we'll define in a moment. For now let's go through it. Then we'll create instead of create, what we'll do is save many. Okay, so save many will accept factory, and then factory of videos. So video class factory, and then for each series we'll create 10 videos, and instead of create we'll do make. Alright, so make will just make it in memory, and then we'll pass the video instances, all the video instances to this, and it will automatically assign series ID. Alright, so that's why we are doing make, not create. So let's go to video factory and put in some fields here. So I will paste some. Alright, so here we have title, description, and series ID, and then episode number, some number between 1 to 15. Okay, so with that set we are good to go. Now we can seed data by using PHP artisan db seed. Yeah, so we forgot to define the relationship. Yeah, let's go to series. So it throw that error because we haven't defined this relationship. I said I will define, but I just forgot. So let's go to series, and here we'll define that relationship. Videos, so return this has many video class. Okay, so series has many video, and here also we can define series. Reverse relationship, right? So this belongs to series class. Alright, so now that should work. db seed, yeah, seeded successfully. Now if we visit our application, yeah, we are not pulling in that data. We need to view in our database for now. Yeah, so we got a lot of series here. Now let's add these episodes dynamically. So we'll pull data into our series. So these are dummy cards. We'll loop. So what we can do is we can loop through it and display, or we can create a view component. So since we'll be using episodes in other pages as well, so I think it is a good idea to create a episodes view component. So what I will do is, so here we got two cards. I will just copy one because we'll be looping through one. I'll cut it, and let's create it inside JS components, and let's create new view component. I'll call episodes dot view. There we go. So I will steal some default code from here. I'll just leave it. So we'll create from scratch div, then we'll paste the card that we copied from there. Okay, so for now it is fine. Okay, so here we have script, and now let's register this component app.js. Pricing, under pricing we'll register episodes. There we go. So now let's specify these episodes here. So we'll get rid of this dummy one, and then reference episodes, and then we'll pass all videos. So we have access to series here, series variable here, and then we'll access the relationship videos, and then we'll pass as a props to this component. And of course here we have to accept that props. Videos. All right, and here we can loop through videos, but before that we'll just verify if it is working. Make sure you have no error in your console. So it is saying did it register, because we are not running our watcher. So make sure you are running npm run watch to compile all assets for every changes that we do in our code. Okay, compiled. Now let's go and refresh the page. Okay, here we go. So make sure you do a hard refresh, and yeah, now we'll loop through these episodes and display it here. So we'll loop through this each card. V4, and then here we will display video episode number, and then video title. So video title like so, video dot title and video dot description, like so. So we are just stripping some content and then we are showing, or we can show, yeah, for episodes we just need to show some excerpt, or we can show full content. Yeah, it's all depend on your application or your need. So if you want to display just some text here, this is how you do in JavaScript. Good to know. Okay, so I think with that we should see list of episodes. There we go. So as you can see, our episode number is randomly aligned. So we want from we want it on ascending order, like so. First episode will be displayed here, then like so. So for that we need to go to our series model, and here while fetching relationship, what we'll do is we'll latest, or yeah, we'll order by episode number and in ascending order. Yeah, in ascending order. Yeah, now it's working. So since we have just populated data, dummy data, so that's why it is displaying like this. So data is not correct, but for now it is okay. We'll have admin panel, and from there we can specify correct data. Yeah, for now it is working. So all episode number with higher number are displaying in lower end, and first episode displaying here. Okay, so that is working as well. So next step is we need to create a video page or player page where we can view. So at this point we have this page, and if someone clicks on start series or any individual episode, these both will take them to a same page. Okay, so let's go to some page, and you can see, yeah, you can see here player, but so it is saying depending on your subscription. So if you are not subscribed to view, or you are not eligible for viewing this episode, then it will show like this. Otherwise video player, and other layout is here the episode title and description, and below here we will show the episode list of episodes. All right, so yeah, so let's go ahead and create that. Actually I've coded it, but yeah, I'll show it how it will look, although we'll be doing it from scratch. So if someone go and start series, so we'll be creating this kind of page. So let's get started, and let's go ahead and create that page layout first. So we'll call it video page, and yeah, let's call it video page. Alright, so now let's create that video.blade file inside views, front, series, right click, new file, and then file, and create. So I just created this video.blade. Here we'll extend layout, and then inside content we'll put some layout. Okay, so I'll just quickly put some layout. Alright, so there we go. So now that we have this blade file, now let's go to series controller, and here we'll specify that blade file. We'll create new route, new method, which let's say video. Yeah, we can call video or episode. Let's call it episode for now. And here we'll accept two parameters. We'll accept series and then episode number. Okay, so the route structure will be something like this. So if you click here, yeah, so it does like this, series and then name of series. So we'll replace id with name later on. First we'll just display series id and then episodes and then episode number. All right, so let's do that. So series and episode number, and then here first let's return that view front. Okay, and then we need to pass in both variable series and episode number. So now let's go ahead and register route as well. So route will be get route. I'll just paste it. So this will be like this, series and then series id or series number. So we are making this optional. Yeah, let's not make it optional. And then episodes and then episode number. So which will point to series controller and then episode, and we'll call it series episode. Okay, so now let's add that route. So we'll make this whole card clickable. So now for that, let's go to series and then so here we are displaying episodes and then we are passing all videos. So each video will have video URL. So since we are using inside view component, we cannot just manipulate, or we cannot use like route, this kind of syntax for URL route. Okay, so if you go to episodes.view here, so we wrap this whole thing inside a tag, and then we will just put this inside a tag, and this loop will apply to this one. Okay, and here we'll specify URL. So what I would like to do is something like this, video.url. So if I do this will automatically take care of URL. I don't have to specify every time. Okay, so we need to make this URL available inside this video collection. So in order to do that, we need to go to video model, and inside video model first we need to specify attribute get URL attribute. So series episode, and also this requires two parameter. So this will represent this video, so this series will be the name of series instance, and then this episode number. Okay, so this will contain the video instance, and then video object we are calling series relationship, which will make the series available to us, and then episode number in video. Okay, after we define this URL attribute, now we can do in our video collection, now we can do video URL to achieve the URL of the video. Okay, so that is quite cool, but while passing it to JSON like we are doing here, so it will encode it as JSON. We won't have available that URL. So for that, what we can do is appending values to JSON. So we can append values to JSON like appends. Okay, so this will append that to our JSON. So let's do that. Now we'll have URL available to us, and we can directly do that we can directly access the URL here. So let's refresh the page. So if you didn't remember what I just did, so we have now specified URL like so, video.url. So that URL is available to us now. Okay, it's saying missing required parameter. What we missed? Oh, a stupid mistake. Let's go to video. We need to put that inside array, right? So we are passing multiple parameters, that's why. Okay, so now it should work. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. So like so. Yeah, so a small typo here. So see how it clearly says, are you sure this file is present? So here in series controller, I have mistyped it. It is video, and now it should work. Yeah, so basic, that is working. Alright, now that episode pages or video page is displaying, we'll just quickly put some layout here. So layout will be similar to this page. Yeah, exactly this page, which is similar to series detail page. So just like this. So episode will be same, but we will do is here we'll display video player with episode detail. Alright, so let's do that. Okay, so let's go to episode view component. Here, you know what I will do is, instead of displaying all description, I will just strip only show 200 words. Okay, because it is a bit visually distracting. Of course, you have to make sure that washer is running to compile all the changes. Okay, like so it looks much cleaner now. So next thing, I will just make this black color, this decoration, I will remove that. You know what, there is a class called text decoration none, which will just make it no underline. Refresh, hard refresh, there we go. So now we cannot see underline here. And finally, what I will do is I will make color black. Like so. Okay, so we'll copy this layout for our video page as well. So yeah, so the name of this page is series or series detail. I will just duplicate it. No duplicate, just copy the code into our video.blade. Okay, so instead of series, now we'll display video title and video description. Actually, there won't be this jumbotron section, we can get rid of. So here we'll display here we'll display video player, and below here we'll display episodes. But in this view we have, yeah, we can display like so, series videos, and it should work just fine. Let's refresh, like so. So here we'll display video player, and below that section we'll display the detail about that particular episode that is getting played. Okay, So that section will be between this video player and another one. So I'll add section and just paste some code, just paste some section. Yeah, so this section which I just added, so this is nothing but a simple card with title, this video title and video description. Okay, so actually we should display all description, not just 40, because this is the video description page. Description. All right, so now in this view we should have access to this video variable as well as series variable. Okay, so which is getting passed from series controller. Over here we are passing series but not video. Okay, so we need to fetch video first. So video will be series where episode number is equals to this episode number, series videos. So in this series of videos, if for this episode number, we'll display that video. Okay, that matches this episode number. We'll get first and then pass it to view. All right, so now refresh the page. Yeah, here we go, about episode. So looking fine. So now we'll add video player over here. So for adding video player, you can simply use, let me get rid of all these views because it's looking cluttered. Let's open video blade. So I'm talking about this video player. You can simply use HTML video tag and specify the source of video. So doing that is fine, but so if we are hosting our application, we do not have enough space for hosting video ourselves. Although you can show using video, let me give example. So here is video tag, HTML tag, and we are specifying source as our local file that is inside. So I've just pasted this file inside public folder example.mp4. okay, so then this source, and we are specifying that, and this is the fallback text if video tag is not supported in our browser. So it looks like this. So we can play like this. All right, so it plays like this. Project. You can integrate your video like this, but it will take up too much space in your web server, and that would be quite expensive if you got tons of videos. So there are cheaper options. So if you see in Laravel videos, you see something like that. So they are also using, like, I think Vimeo for hosting. So it got free options as well. You can get away with free. So there is some space restriction. Otherwise free is also fine, or other solutions are also very cheaper. So we'll talk about how to integrate Vimeo like so, and what another advantage of using service like that is you can have different callback function after video finished. After it got played, you'll have option to overlay some of the things like here. So if video finished, you can get overlay. Let's play. Below, and the rest of us will try to help out. Yeah, like so. So there are a lot of features that you can get out of these services. So we'll in next video we'll start with free version of Vimeo. You don't need to buy anything. So yeah, I'll see you on next video.